Hi guys, welcome back. It's Candace. Okay, this is a disclosure. Beverly, this is not for you to watch. Alright, I know. Well, I had did the extra flip up and all that good stuff on this and left me, oh, I still didn't put the little thing in there. But anyway, which left me the other piece of paper on here, and I thought, well, what can I do to this page that could be a little different? Well, I thought of something. So I chopped up this little section here, and I had backed it with some book page, and I left the center of it, where it kind of curls, I left it on there because I thought that was kind of interesting. And then I backed it with some more coffee dye paper. And so we're going to attach this to here. So let me glue this on out. Glue this on here. Hope y'all having a good day. It's such a pretty day outside. I know, I thought I'd come and film something since I got home from John's other doctor's appointment. So they're going to do another swallow study and the esophagus study next week to see what in the world is going on. I mean, they didn't do the esophageal one because that's when he was having all the problems, with the first swallow test, but they should have just kept on because, like I said, he was there, and if anything's going to happen, I'm sorry, that's the place to be, where all the doctors and stuff are. But no, let's just stop. So they're going to do that. So hopefully they'll figure something out. Okay, so now, we lined everything up. So this is going to be a little flip here with some journal, for some journal. Then I cut this little bitty piece out here so I can butt it next to here. Well, actually, I should have looked before I glued, because I got a little bit of my paper hanging off, and that's just not going to work for me. Alright, so now let me see. Oh, I should have did it before I stuck it on here. Hold on. I know. I just need to be as close to it as I can, because we're doing overlays. We can't have any little extranesses on there. Okay, so now I have that there. So I cut this to go here for a little pocket. So and I put a little thummy hole in there. So let's glue around the three sides. And then match all of our flower designs and stuff up. I know in this one I kind of put it on the very edge, but that's what I wanted. So I just got to give it a minute to, little girl's been on the porch for an hour now. Barking for an hour. You'd think that crazy dog get tired of it, but no, she doesn't. Oops, I'm like, where'd it go? Right here, that's where it went. Okay, so now we have this little flip up. And so even when this curls, it's not gonna, bother anything when it sits down flat, because it's the extra. And then I took this other piece here and cut a little bit off of here and backed it with book page and left some more of the inside. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I had to sneeze again. And then I'm going to make it just a small little side tuck pocket. I know I probably should have made the pocket the other way, but I wanted to be different. don't want it to be difficult. What can I say? And then we'll just line all of this up on here. Now, hold on, let me twirl it around so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and we're all flat. Once I close this, this will be, well, I might have to put some more glue on it. I had a lumpy bump there. Might be because my lumpy bump is in the back. Let's squish it down some. And like I said, once we close it and let it sit for a bit, it'll have all of its little stuff done. And then, you know, I just had some scraps that fit in here. So that will go in here. Well, that's almost, I mean, exactly the perfect size. And then this one, I know I'll have to do a little decoration to it. Can go in here, and that one is the right size there too. So, well, I'll be darned. Sometimes your scraps just happen to work out. I mean, I might have to, you know, that one moves all the time. I might have to round these edges. Ow. I have a cramp in my right here. I don't know what I did to it, but man, I had to take Tylenol and go on the put the heating pad on it for a while because I couldn't even cut scissors. I don't know what I did, but I think I want to, let me trim just a little. I don't know, not even quite a half of an inch, just because it might have just been too tall for me. I like that. And then let me use my little cheat and tag snip. I know, all this time, but it's caught in something. I could have just snipped it the old-fashioned way, but y'all know I don't like that. I have issues with that. Shh, no comment. Alright, so we have this, and I think that shape is going to look much better in there. Yep. And then I think where's my medium one? I don't know why I've got some of these other ones in my little bucket. And then we'll do our medium and make a little tag out of the top one. Oh man. Do. And I know, I can feel it kind of catching just a hair in there, so let me trim a hair off of both sides so we don't have any hair catching. We don't pull hair around here. We like it to flow easy. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, much better. Yep, so I had to trim that little hair off. So let's, you know, and I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking about putting these little butterfly, some washi on here. Because it won't interfere. Oh, dear Lord. That Fergie. They all drive me around the bend. Alright, because it's not going to hurt it that much. Oh, we need to trim this little piece off because I got a little buckle. Oh, I'm sticking to my tape. Let me see if I can get it with my little scissors. It's just because I have that book page underneath there, and I went a little too far. And then if I'm going to put this washi on there, because I just think, even though I'm, I'm defeating the whole purpose of doing this now, to see the whole page design, but, whoops, upside down. But I think that would be pretty, even if we just put it, let's see, I think I'm going to lose a little butterfly there, and then a little butterfly here. But I think it's kind of cute. Yep, I think I'm going to do it. I know. You still see the design underneath it. And then we'll just, whoops, come here. You can still see Faye and everything underneath there. I like that. Okay. My little kitty up. Alright. And then, I'm probably going to come back through here. I have some other little paper clips and stuff, but I think I will come back and put, yep, that's not going to be so bad, and put like a few paper clips on here. Alright, let me see what we're going to do on here. Oh, I know I'm going to close my glue up. Yeah, yesterday it got to 79 here, and today 56. Yeah, hence the sniffles. This weather's so crazy. But it's still a pretty day. And like I said, the sun's out and everything. Yesterday was cloudy, and oh my gosh, last night the buckets open and it rained, thunder, lightning, and Rusty was under the table. Fergie was having her mild heart attack symptoms. She hates thunder and lightning. I don't know how. She lived out in bad weather for the first couple of weeks of her life. Alright. Oops. Let me get some of those out of here. Let's just throw it around. Alright, so I'm thinking. I got these new stencils. Forget-me-not vines. Let's just put some of them on here and see what it looks like, so we can not forget it. Oh, alright. Let me put that up here. And I'll get my little paper. Let me see, what side do I... Okay, I like this side. And I think I'm going to do it like that. Those are pretty. I like that one. And then let's see. Do we want to do the same over here? I think so. And since I'm just going to stencil on here, let me see, where did I put my, it is right here. Let's try our little Victorian velvet in a small little brush. And come in here and see if we can just hit some flowers. Do, 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 do. And we'll do these two down here. I know I should have probably used my round one, but let's see what that looks like. Different, different, different. Oh, that's a little flower right there. Well, let me go back and get him. Come here, little flower. It just looked like some dots, but nope, looks like a flower on there, so we'll come back and get him. All right, oh, that's cute. I like that. And then let's come over here and let's see, I think we were this one. Yep. And we'll hit these couple flowers. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5, you know, and if I do this, I'm getting ready to be on the uneven hole. Oh, but, whoops, almost went off that. Okay, oh, there's another one right in there. Okay. Just scrub some ink off of them real quick. Alright. Well, I like that for just plain and simples. Put this back up. Glad I didn't put it back where it went. Okay, and then let's see what's laying on my table. Oh, I know, a lot of stuff. We got blue. Oh, where? Let me look and see what I'm doing, because you know blue might go with it. Even though I got pinks. But we have that, and then this over here. I know I might just leave them plain, so there's no extra bulk. But yep, and then like I said, I'll put some kind of little dangle thing or some ribbon. Alright, so that's that one. And then, I know, then all I have left that I have to finish, oh, I guess it's on this side of the world, is this thing. But I will do that next. I wanted to show you, well, hold on. Let me just clean my stencil a little bit. Okay. Wipe it all off. Alright, now. I know, it's a semi-good stencil cleaner. Oh, can't get my paper back in the holder. Y'all hear me fighting, don't you? It's fighting me. Okay, so now I had this. Hold on. Let me go fuss at that crazy dog. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had a little talk with Fergie. Not Fergie. Gosh, Fergie was here. But little girl, Miss Parker. Okay, so I had this piece of offcut left over from some cutouts from the spring sings, and you know, I didn't want to fussy cut all around all these things, so I thought, well, I'll just make a little tuck journal card with it. So, and then this is a piece of the offcut from, you know, the extra pockets that we just did on that little flip with all the two tuck pockets, the overlays. So I just put book page on the back just to stiffen it up. And then here I just came and straightened out my cut because, you know, I had fussy cut around here when I was doing some other stuff. So I just cut this down. It looks like not quite 3 3/4 wide, and then just trimmed the bottom off, just, you know, squaring all the sides up. That still just doesn't look square to me. I don't know, let me put it on here and see. Alright, you're flush. Oh, nope. That little side's still a little wonky. So let me just double check all around. Because, you know, when we fussy cut, we don't cut straight. Now, there we go. That looks straight to me now. Okay, so let's just ink around the edges. I know, I'm leaving them square. I've gone rogue. Okay, so we have that. Then I have, we have a ticket here. I have this punchy thing. Let me just grab one of each of these that I have back here since I'm stretching, because this is a ticket from the kit. So let me just go ahead and ink around there, because we're just going to use that as a tuck. I mean, a little piece of ephemera, and that way you can always add it to something else in one of your other projects, or use it as a journal card. Same thing as this one. I'm crumbing again. Oh. Alright, so let's just ink around here, because these are printed on 45-pound paper. And then this, I just had used my little whale punch and punched out a tab from one of the larger tabs that were in the Junk Journal Studio kit. And I think this one was Spring Definitions, maybe? Or Vertical Words. I think, yeah. I think this one came, I don't know. Shoot. See? I'm working with 3 of them at one time. That's where it gets a little confusing. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Michelle. Just everybody buy all 3 of them. You'll be fine. Alright. So, which one did I do? Oh, I had the darker side here. So, we're just going to put this on and cover up the little page name. Well, you know, that talk with little girl lasted all of 6 minutes. Oops. And then just put it on there to cover up the word. And there you go, voila. A little journal card. And then I took this. And am I going to be able to get one out of here? I think so. So then I just took this and, well, you know, I tore out of here, the corner down here, but I'm going to try to get one from here. So let's just see how this turns out, and then we'll cut across the bottom. put it on here and make sure it covers everybody up. And it, oh, I got just a little spot hanging out, but you know, you can't really tell. So let's just ink around it. And we'll glue this down. Whoops. And we'll just like back it a little off the page to help cover that. And then maybe, oops, maybe I need to put this on straight before I smush it, because my glue had moved. Okay, there we go. Much better. And this will go in here. That will go here. I don't know, maybe I want this here and that there on this one. I don't know. Seems to fit a little better. Oh, no. Let me slide that down in a little more. There we go. And then I have one of these little labels over here. Let me ink around it to put it on in there. And that's just a quick and easy, using some leftover piece of paper from your fussy cuts. And I know it might need a little, see? I got to back away. We're backing away. Back away from that buffet. But, I mean, we use some of our scrap offcut that we have here, and I'll be able to, you know, trim this down and get two more out of here. But let me just go ahead and trim that down, and then see, I'll be able to tear that corner and then tear here, or you can even use this for another journal card. But I have I got a few of these that I'm doing for some Happy Mail. I know. So there's that little one. So let me put my lid on here, and then we'll come back and I will show you the first little one that we did. Which I've lost now. Oh, there he is. Saved by the paperclip. So, we did this overlay flip. We put this little overlay pocket in here. Made this little tag that goes in there. And made this little tag that goes in here. And I know I'm still, this one's just a little snug, but it's just because it's in this curve. I mean, it really has a lot of room, because I was thinking of that, you know, maybe we need a little label or something on here. I know, let's see, since I have a few more minutes. Let's see what we have here. We gotta, no. Didn't like that. We have this one. I know, I'm trying to get it with my finger. That green. I guess it could use it. Oh, and then we have this maybe for up top. Okay, I think we're just gonna add these to it. See, I don't back away from the buffet very well, do I? Nope. So we have that. And let's see. What do we have laying around here? I know I have to have some book page or something. I always have something, because you know I didn't pick up after the last time or the time before. That's a good hinge. I don't want to use that. Oh, I'm sad. Let me look at my scrap bin. Okay, we have some, I don't know, maybe we need a little piece of green. I got some green back here. Or maybe we just need to leave it alone. Ooh, Maybe we could do that. I kind of like that. All right. Just put a little ink on here. Ouch. My arm's starting to hurt again. You know, this is just, I don't know what I did to it. Trim off our little sides. Put a little more ink on there. I know I didn't trim very close on there. There we go. And then we'll put our little label on here. I know this is actually a sticker one. And we'll just put this on here. Oh, you know. Well, I'm just going to put it in there plain, though. It went to Plano, Texas. It's plain, you know. Sorry. I know. I'm still on Plano. And see, I don't want to put too much on here because then... And does that even make a hoot of difference? Probably not, because it's green. Let me see if I got some brown back here. Let's see. I know I need something thin, because, you know, oh crap, see? Gotta piece this nonsense together. Let's just use some of this. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we want to go like that. I got this laying here. Now we're getting, no, I can't put that much in there because I'm a little snug. Oh, man. Turn my heater off. I'm getting hot. See, this has increased my blood pressure. Where'd my paper go? I think I like it just without. I think I'm just gonna do without, and actually I'm just wondering if I like it with, no, I want to put a label on there. Okay, so we're just gonna put this on here and I'm gonna stop because, you know, I didn't plan for the next thing. I don't know if I can get the, we'll try. Ow. And then we'll just put this one down in here. Oh, that's still good to go. Alright, and then we made these with our scrap and offcut parts and pieces from our fussy cut sheet. So I have those. Oh, I could show you these that I did, because I think this one I need to think a little more, because I haven't quite thought. I know it's dangerous, you know, when I didn't show y'all this. This is one of the fussy cut pieces. I backed it on book page and then just glued it down the side and made just a little belly band out of there for a tuck spot. And where's that one? I know. Too much in here. It's just too, there it is. So this, I think, is going to take a little more than what I have time left. So let me put my book thingy on there, and I'll do that next. Oh, and I didn't do this. I had to put that back on there. Doggone it. But I did want to show you, these are some other little things that I did with some offcuts. So this, I just used a piece, the little round bunny from the ephemera, some of the big washi tape, some of the lattice washi tape, and this is just a cut off piece of what we had, that we did on our flip up ones that we did, the other one. And then I used this one, which is another part, because it went across like this or that, like that. Yeah, that was the top of it. So then I took this one, did one of the little fussy cut birds, just took a piece of book page I had, and it had lazy rabbits on here, so I thought that was kind of funny with the bird. And then a little piece of washi tape. And And then this is another scrap that we had left over from the other one that we did. So I just took some book page, a label, and then some washi tape, and just kind of made just a quick little journal card out of that one. Then this is another piece of offcut. I just put some other book page on here, one of those little labels that we just did. Oh, I sure did ink around here. I know. Y'all like, we don't want to see you ink. Well, let me finish it or I'll forget to do it. Oh, hold on. Let me sit down and do this. Oh, you know I didn't do this one either. I didn't do any of them. I did the first one. Oh my gosh. Alright, so you're just going to watch me ink. Because I need to make sure this is done. 100%. And then this one I didn't do either. That's why, see, look how much prettier he looks. With just a little bit of ink around there. A little birdie stands out. I know, sorry for you guys who don't ink, but anyway. Alright. Oh, I didn't do the back. I did the front. Let me just hit the back a little bit. You know, okay, just a little more around the front. I didn't do it heavy enough. Alright, so there's those. and then this is a piece, and I did the stencil on the back with the new stencil. This is a scrap that I had that I just folded over, made a tab on top, and then just used, I used a 2.5-inch oval punch, put another bird on here, a little label, some bunny, some little washi tape, some doily, the polka dotted rose gold on here just to kind of, you know, tie it all together, and made that large tag. And see, I inked around that one. And then I did this one, put some of the pink tissue paper that came in my Happy Mail from Laura, and then this was a piece of scrap I just tore and used it. And then this is from the Artie Mae's tickets and numbers that we just did, that I showed y'all. Then this is some of the washi sticker paper I had, and then I just kind of put them on there and layered it up, and just made a quick little journal card on that. So, alright, there you go. So I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I had made in a, what's your dinky? Dee Dee Fargo, she calls it her mop up. You know, I'm just cleaning up some of the scraps and parts and pieces that are on here. I still have a bunch more, but this is what I came up with on this one. Oh, see here, this is where I punched with my tag, my well punch tag. It's the horizontal everyday words. So yeah. So there you go. I gave the proper credit to the proper kit, Michelle. So that's those little tags that I did, journal cards and tags with some of my leftover stuff. And then, like I said, we did the flip up in the 2 pockets, and then this little ephemera tuck spot, little tuck pocket journal card. Okay, guys, so I hope y'all enjoyed this. And like I said, I just have that last project to do. Then put all my parts and pieces on the cover. I have the ones that's going to audition for it, because I have 2 things in my head, and then that way I can get this thing done and move on to the next, because I have just got too much piled up here. All right, I will see y'all on the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me. Thank you for letting me share some of my day with you. I hope you enjoyed some of my things I made. I hope it inspires you to get some of your scraps and leftover pieces and make some stuff with it. And thanks for all your support, and I will see y'all on the next video. So lots of kisses, lots of love, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.